Okay, first question we're going to look at is from chapter 15. So there's four types of questions here for probability. The first one being picking things without replacement. So the first two things that you pick are CDs. Since they're not being replaced, these events are not independent. So I'm looking at the probability of getting a CD and a CD. Well, there's 8 CDs out of 15 total. I take one out, I do not replace it. There is 7 CDs left out of 14 total. And I'm just going to multiply those in my calculator to get that probability, whatever that is. Okay, for question 1b, the first 4 that you pick are all DVDs. So it's going to be the same idea. I need the probability of a DVD and a DVD and a DVD and a DVD. And this is going to equal 7 out of 15, we're starting new again, times 6 out of 14, times 5 out of 13, times 4 out of 12. Again, we're not replacing each time, therefore your denominators are changing. You're going to multiply this in your calculator and you're going to get whatever that probability is. C, you have to pick 3 things out before you get a CD. What that means is the first 3 need to be DVDs. So I have 3 DVDs and a CD. So that's a DVD on the first pick, 7 out of 15, times a DVD on the second, 6 out of 14, times a DVD on the third, 5 out of 13, times a CD on the fourth. Well, there's 7 CDs. There's 8 CDs, but there's only 12 left because I've picked out 3 DVDs at this point. Multiply those, that'll give me my probability for C. For D, at least one of the first 4 is a DVD. So we talked about the at least during chapter 14. I need to think about the complement of that, and that would be 1 minus the probability that I get no DVDs. So in this case, it would be 1 minus, well, I'm picking 4, so it would be no DVD on the first one. So there's 7 that are DVDs, so there's 8 that are not, times 7 out of 14, 6 out of 13, 5 out of 12. Basically, here it's like picking a CD, a CD, a CD, and a CD. Plug that in your calculator and get your answer. Okay, for E, the first item, the first DVD you pick is the third item. So it's very similar to what we saw in C. So that means the first 2 are not DVDs and the third is. So that means I need 2 CDs and a DVD. Well, the probability that I pick a CD is 8/15 times 7/14, another CD, times, now I want to get a DVD. There's 7 DVDs out of 13 total. Multiply those, that's going to give me my probability. For F, at least one of the first 3 items is a CD. Very similar process to what we followed in D. Again, this is a very common question that they like to ask, at least one. It's going to be 1 minus the probability of no CDs. I'm picking 3, so it's going to be 1 minus, I want no CD and no CD and no CD. In which case this would mean I get a DVD, 7 out of 15 chance, times 6 out of 14, times 5 out of 13. Plug that in my calculator, and that's what I'm going to get. So that's chapter 15, type 1 question without replacement.